1942. A few days ago, Father began to talk about going into hiding. He said it would be very hard for us to live cut off from the rest of the world. He sounded so serious, I felt scared. Don't worry, Auntie Kate. Just enjoy your carefree life, buddy. Carefree? I was born in Frankfurt on June 12th, 1929. Because we're Jewish, my father immigrated to Holland in 1933. He heard Hitler's marching gangs sing that horrible song, when Jew blood spurts from the night, and knew it was time to leave. But Hitler invaded Holland on May 10th, 1940. 5 days later, the Dutch surrendered, the Germans arrived, and the trouble started for the Jews. Father was forced to give up his business, manufacturing products used to make jam. We couldn't use streetcars anymore, couldn't go to the theater or the movies anymore, couldn't be out on the street past 8. We couldn't even sit in our own gardens. Our identity cards were stamped with a big black J. And we had to wear the yellow star. But somehow, life went on. Until yesterday, a call-up notice from the SS. My sister Marco was ordered to report for work in Germany to the Westerbork transit camp. A call-up? Everybody knows what that means. At 5:30 this morning, we closed the door of our apartment complex. My cat was the only living creature we said goodbye to. The unmade beds, the breakfast things left out on the kitchen table, all made the impression that we left in a hurry. And our destination? We walked 2.5 miles in the pouring rain, all the way to 263 Preissengracht, Father's office building. Our hiding place, the secret annex, was right behind it, upstairs. Even though the Germans forced Father out, he still ran the office with Meneer Crawler and me, who have offered to help us while we're in hiding.
Me.
Meneer Frank, thank God you arrived safely.
Me!
Oh no, Mevrouw Frank. Mark, you all look exhausted. If only we know, we would have had it all ready for you.
Nonsense, me. You've done too much already. Besides, as you can see, Anne is my little helper.
I see that. Peter, come in.
Welcome, Peter. Peter van Daan, children.
Welcome to the annex.
Peter, this is Anne, Margot, and my wife, Mevrouw Frank.
Mevrouw Frank.
Forgive me, Peter. I am not quite myself. But I'm glad you'll be with us.
I am too. A cat! He has a cat!
A black one.
We had a cat too. I wanted to bring her, but I'm sure our neighbors will take good care of her until we come home. It'll be great having a cat here, though. Won't it, Pim? Won't it be fantastic?
Anna, dear, don't get so excited. Peter doesn't know you yet.
Well, he'll get to know me soon enough. It'll be so much fun having other people around. A whole other family, won't it, Margot?
Yes.
Like being on vacation in some strange pension or something. An adventure. Romantic and dangerous at the same time.
What is it, Peter?
My parents, they were right behind me, one street away.
They'll be here.
You don't think they were?
Don't worry, Peter. You're just like me.
Mother's always jumping at every little thing. What's its name?
Mushy.
Mushy, mushy, mushy. I love cats. Where'd you go to school?
They set us up at a boarding school once we were forbidden.
I had to leave my Montessori school for the GTCHS.
I know. I saw you there.
You did?
See, what did I tell you? Now we're all here.
Just in time. We take the long way. There are too many police on the streets.
Welcome, Mevrouw van Daan, Meneer van Daan. You met my wife, of course, and the children.
But you must hurry. The work won't be here in half an hour.
helping us, really. I mean, I don't know what we would have done.
You could let your daughter be taken away in minutes. Mevrouw Falk.
Please don't worry. We will do everything we can to help. Now I must run and get your ration books.
Wait, if they see our name in the ration books, won't they know we're here?
Trust me, your names will be on them. And if you make a list every day, I can try to get what you want. And every Saturday, I can bring 5 library books.
5? I know what my 5 are going to be.
Remember, there are 7 of us.
I know, Mother.
It's illegal then? The ration books? We've never done anything illegal before.
I don't think we'll be living exactly according to regulations here.
I love it.
Meet where we were every single day. I've hidden the buzzer so you know when we come up. Oh, and I'll have the bookcase room in front of your door by tomorrow. Oh, and one last thing. A radio.
Oh, radio. Fantastic.
Radio? Thank God.
How did you get it? We had to turn ours in months ago.
Thank you, Meneer Fowler, for everything.
You'll tell them about the noise.
I'll tell them.
How can we thank you? Really? How can we ever?
I never thought I would see the day someone like Meneer Falk would have to go into hiding.
What a journey. It's a wonder we weren't arrested. Petronella walking down the street in a fur coat, carrying a hat box in the middle of summer.
What do you need another hat for?
Oh, it's not another hat. It's
Oh!
I just don't feel quite at home without my chamber pot.
Come, quickly. We must get settled before 6. Anne, come sit down, please. Firstly, about the noise. While the workmen are in the building, from 8 to 6, we must remain absolutely silent. So no shoes, no talking, and only move around when absolutely necessary. We can't run any water, and we can't flush the toilet in the WC. The pipes go straight through to the workroom, and every sound can be heard.
Just one toilet for all of us?
We can't burn any trash either, not even a potato peel. We'll throw everything in, we'll burn everything in the stove at night. Remember, we can't let anyone know we're here. So no going outside, no coughing, and if possible, no fevers. We can't call a doctor. This is the way we must live until it is over. But after 6, we're free to talk, move around, and play games as we normally would. This will be the common area, and the kitchen will be the place we meet to have supper, like one family.
One family. I love that.
Now, why don't we get settled? As previously discussed, this floor will be the Frank home, and the upper floor will be the Von Dong family home. Peter, I know your room is small, but at least you'll be close to your parents. Actually, I'm glad you brought your cat. Meep warns us there could be rats.
Rats? Oh my God.
I'm sure Yoshi can take care of a few rats. Come, Petronella, let us go up to the attic and bring our dishes down. All of our boxes are up there.
Never can we thank you enough, Meneer Falk. If it weren't for you, I don't know what we would have done.
Nonsense. You can't imagine how your husband helped me when I first moved here, not knowing a word of the language or a soul. Besides, he's been an excellent business partner.
Well, that's true.
God, it's hot.
If you take that precious coat off for 1 minute, you'd feel a lot cooler.
Come, rest. Did you haven't closed your eyes since yesterday? Or you, Morrow?
I slept. Isn't it funny, Father? Even though I knew it was the last night in my own bed.
You, Anne, can sleep through anything. Now take off your shoes before you forget. You too, Peter. Shoes.
You sure you're not too tired on that day?
Mother, please. I'm fine. Hey, what are you doing?
Getting rid of it.
You can't do that. They'll arrest you for going out without your star.
Who's going out? Now I don't have to wear this anymore.
You're right. We don't need it anymore. Remember when it all started? Everyone tried to look the other way, but somehow the eyes always landed right here. Ugh, Mother sewed this on so tight.
The day they made us wear the stars was the worst day of my life.
Look, it left a mark. Do you know Ellie Gosler?
Nope,
You'll be there.
never heard of her.
Oh, but you've heard of me.
Yes,
You've heard of me, you've heard of me. I'm famous at my school.
that's true in a way.
What do you mean?
Anne, you mustn't bother Peter.
I'm not bothering him. Mushy, mushy, mushy.
Mushy either. Tonight, we'll meet here to have our first supper. A real family.
Thank you.
He's awful shy.
You'll like him, I know.
I better. He's the only boy that I'm gonna see for my movie stars. Have you remembered? Wait, where's my diary? Oh, I forgot to pack my pencils.
Anne, no! We can't go down those stairs, ever.
But it was only for...
Never, Anne. This is what going into hiding means. One mistake could cost us our lives.
I know, Father.
But every day, me and Monere Prowler will bring us food, books, and their precious company. They're friends, Anne. That's rare these days. If they were caught hiding us, they'd be deported too.
Your fountain pen.
It's your fountain pen now.
Oh, Pen, what a darling you are.
All those bags are beans and potatoes? Not much variety, is there?
Don't listen to her. What she can do with beans and potatoes, my wife's a great cook.
Lucky for us.
Even with beans, you'll see. How am I going to miss those gourmet meals?
But stop exaggerating.
Women seem content, don't they?
Well, I can never tell with women, but I think we'll be all right.
Good. But Frau Van, we'll meet here at 6 to start preparing supper.
6, yes.
Come away from the kitchen, Petronella. The workmen will be here any moment.
Maybe it was a mistake. All of us going into hiding together? They say it's better for families to separate. No way for betrayed, caught. At least the children.
The children would have never understood. They couldn't have borne it, no more than we could. Come now. Must be quiet now.
Are you all right, Marvel?
Feel my hands. They're still shaking.
It's okay. We're here now. They can't take you away.
Yes. We're here now.
7 Mann hochfahren, sprach sie schon 2 Grundsätze aus. Erstens, sie wollte eine wahrhaftige Weltanschauungspartei sein. Und zweitens, sie wollte daher kompromisslos die einzige Macht und alleinige Macht in Deutschland.
It's the silence that frightens me most. Every time I hear a creak in the house, a step on the street, I'm sure they're coming for us. I wander from room to room and feel as though a songbird whose wings have been ripped off and is hurling itself against the bars of its cage. Let me out, where there's fresh air and laughter. But then I remember the Jews who aren't in hiding, and I know we live in a paradise. We're as quiet as baby mice. Who would have dreamt that Quicksilver Anne would have to sit still for hours? And what's more, could.
write about in that diary of yours. That's so funny. Can I have a little peek?
No, mevrouw van Daan.
Not even a little peek?
Not even a little peek, mevrouw van Daan.
Oh, all right. I'm first to the wc.
Has anyone seen my shoes?
Shoes?
You took them, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're going to regret it.
Am I?
Definitely.
I'm waiting. Here. Ooh, you're strong, but you won't get them away from me. You didn't think I was so strong, did you? Uh-oh, I'm making you mad. You're getting really mad now. Oh, Peter, come dance with me.
I don't know how.
I'll teach you.
I don't want any lessons.
Please.
I have to give him his dinner.
Can I watch?
He doesn't like when people watch.
I'll be quiet as a little mouse. He likes mice, doesn't he?
No!
You shouldn't play with Peter like that. It's not dignified.
I don't want to be dignified.
You complain I don't treat you like a grown-up. When I do, you resent it.
I just want to have fun. What's wrong with that boy?
He's just not used to girls, especially girls like our Hanukkah. Give him time.
How much time does he need? Here, you dance with me, Margot.
I have to help with supper.
Come on, if we don't practice, we'll forget.
All right.
See, everyone? Margot's the real dancer in the family.
Dancing. Where's Peter?
He's in his room.
His father's going to kill him. Anne, will you be a dear and go get him for me?
Peter.
What is it?
Your mother says to come out.
You know what your father says.
I'll be bushy.
Alright, give him his dinner and come right back out.
Is that any way to talk to your little girlfriend?
Mother, please.
Oh, look, he's blushing.
She's only 13.
And your father's older than I am. I'm telling you, Meneer Frank, any longer in this little annex of ours, and we're liable to be related. Oh, I have a run here.
Some run.
Everyone, I wish I could stay for supper, but I'm so shy I can barely get a word out of it.
Alright, I heard about you! How you talked too much in Miss Keating's class, she made you write a composition? Quack, quack, quack to Miss Quack, quack!
Well, go on, tell them the rest. How it was so good that she read it out loud to her class and all her other classes.
I know about you, always joking!
I don't always joke.
Always making fun of mocking people, quack, quack, quack!
I don't always, you're the most infuriating boy I've ever met.
You tell him, Anne.
And now stay out of my room!
Excellent in history, Anne, and in Latin.
Meat's not here yet.
The workman only left an hour ago.
What's for dinner?
Beans.
Again? Hey, I see you up there playing with that cat.
He only went up for a minute. He's been down here all morning working on his French.
Really?
How did I do in algebra?
I think we both better give up on algebra.
How did I do?
How do you always do? Brilliant.
You might have used the subjunctive here.
Where?
Mevrouw van Daan, may I try on your coat?
No.
Of course, dear. My father gave me this coat just before he died. He always bought the best money he could buy.
Did you have a lot of boyfriends before you were married?
It's not courteous to ask personal questions.
Why not? I had a throng of admirers who couldn't keep their eyes off of me.
Our house was always swarming with boys. There was this one summer. I was 16.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Who's talking to you? The boys would always come around our big house in Bremerhaven. They'd buzz around like bees around a honey pot. My father was always so worried. He'd tell me, you tell them if any of the descendants get fresh, you tell them the name so-and-so. Remember, I am a lady.
Remember now, so-and-so. Remember, I'm a lady.
Very good. All right, that's enough.
What if you guys are right about that's so important all the time? How much does a 13-year-old have to say?
Just because someone's young, Mayor Von Dawn, doesn't mean they have nothing to say.
Please, can't I have any privacy?
Petronella, can you please possibly tell me what would be
Everything's private at that age, buddy. Even brushing your teeth.
I just hope she doesn't write anything about me in that private diary of hers.
Oh, please. Sometimes you're so childish, buddy.
Hey, still haven't finished your French? You ought to be ashamed.
I know, I'm a hopeless case.
You're not hopeless. He's not hopeless. He just doesn't have anyone to help him like the girls do. Maybe Mener Franck could?
I'm sure his father.
Not me. He won't listen to me.
Well, what do you say, Peter?
Oh, Mener Franck, you're such an angel. I don't know why I didn't meet you before I met that one over there.
Come, Peter, why don't you show me what chapter you're on?
You listen to Mener Franck, Peter. Mener Franck is a very highly educated man.
Aren't things hard enough without you sprawling all over the place?
You wouldn't be so angry all the time, Hoodie, if you stopped smoking so much.
Am I smoking? Do you see me smoking?
Don't tell me you already smoked up all that pack of cigarettes.
Me? Only brought one package. One package.
You're smoking up all our money.
Will you shut up? What are you staring at?
I've never seen grown-ups quarrel before. I thought only children quarreled and it wore off when you grew up.
It's not a quarrel, it's a discussion. And I've never heard children so rude before.
Rude? Me? I don't know how you can say that when...
Anna, can you please bring me my knitting? I must remember to ask meat from our wool.
I have a library book for her to return as well, and I need some hairpins and soap.
Please, Meep, get us some starch, some tea, some biscuits, a movie star magazine. Tell us all the latest news, Meep. Meep, Meep, Meep. It's a wonder she has a life of her own. Did you know she's engaged to someone named Jan? She's crazy about him, but terrified the Nazis will send us to work in the war plant. That's what they do with all the young Dutchmen these days. They pick them up off the street and they...
Suppose you try keeping still for 5 minutes.
Anna, come have your milk.
Talk, talk, talk. Chatter, chatter, chatter. It's a wonder we haven't been discovered and shot. Why do you have to show off all the time? Can't you be quiet like your sister, Marco? You're a good girl.
Not me. I'm going to be remarkable. I'm going to Paris.
Really?
You'll see. I'm going to be a famous writer, singer, or dancer one day.
My coat! My beautiful fur coat!
I'm sorry.
You know how much my father paid for this?
I'm very, very sorry.
I'm gonna kill you over this!
Petronella.
Oh no. You can't behave like this!
It was an accident. Anyone can have an accident.
I'm not just talking about the coat, Anna. We're all under a great deal of stress. You don't see Marho getting the arguments with Von Dons, do you?
Marlo is perfect. She never gets into arguments with anyone.
I am not perfect.
She's courteous. She keeps her distance, and they respect her for it. Probably be like more like Marho.
And let them walk all over me too? No, thank you.
They do not walk all over me.
Oh, yes, they do. All over you.
I'm not afraid that they'll walk over you, I'm afraid you walk over them. I swear, I don't know what happens to you. If I ever talk to my mother the way you talk to me.
Yes, Mother. No, Mother. Anything you say, Mother. People aren't like that anymore. I can't do everything for you.
Marho doesn't do everything.
Marho. That's all I ever hear.
Don't be so dramatic, Anne.
Everything she does is right, and everything I do is wrong. If I talk, I'm a show-off. If I answer, I'm rude. Selfish if I eat too much. Stupid. Cowardly, a complete disappointment. I'll never live up to your expectations. I'll never be Marho.
I don't know how we keep on living like this.
You know, Anne, she'll be back laughing again soon.
No space or privacy for any of us. They're just people. The way they behave. Your father chooses to shut his eyes to these things. I don't even remember what life used to be like.
darling me.
At last.
Does everyone have their lists?
I have mine. Go get your library books now, darling.
Oh, meet that air. What's it like outside?
Oh, when meat comes, the sun begins to shine.
Where did you go today? Who did you see? Did anyone interesting come into the office?
We missed you yesterday, Mayor Crowder.
Tell us. We want to know everything.
Won't you stay for supper?
Thank you, but there's something we need to talk over. Something that must be decided immediately.
What is it? What is it, Mayor Crowder?
Every single time we come here, we try to bring a bit of good news. However, up here, you can't realize how terrible things have gotten out there.
There's a dentist, Alfred Dussel. He's Jewish. He's been living with a Christian woman. He asked if I knew of any safe addresses. He's desperate. I promised I would let him know.
Yes, of course. Dussel, I believe we know.
It's great news, Meep.
But where is he going to sleep? There's barely enough room.
Forgive me. I spoke without consulting you.
It's just that there's so little food.
Meneer Mandana tried. There are no more ration books to be had.
Where 7 can eat, 8 can eat as well.
I hope so.
If we can save even one life, we must.
Well, you're right. Of course.
Yes, definitely.
Meneer Crowler will go meet him, and I will bring him up.
Tomorrow.
Thank you.
It's all fine and everything, but where are we going to put him?
He can have my bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
You're very kind, Painter, but your room's small enough with just you as it is.
Well, I know. I can move in with you and Mother, and Meneer Dussel may have my bed.
No. Margot will move in with us, and Meneer Dussel can have her bed. It's the only way.
Well, why? Why can't I move in?
Because it wouldn't be proper for Margot to... He's on it. It's settled.
As far as I'm concerned, Mother can go jump in a lake. I don't know why I've taken such a terrible dislike to her, but I can imagine her dying someday, while Papa's death seems inconceivable to me. It's terribly mean of me, I know, but it's how I feel. I hope Mother never reads my diary or anything else I've ever written. She's no mother to me. I have to mother myself. I have to become a good person on my own. Who can I turn to? Only my diary. I know it'll make me stronger in the end. "3.5 months, and we're eagerly awaiting our latest edition. What will he be like? Meep says he's quiet, refined, and, by all accounts, an excellent dentist. He's meeting Meneer Crawler at 11 sharp this morning at a certain place in front of the post office. It's all very exciting and totally nerve-wracking. What if they get caught? Those last few hours are the most dangerous for a Jew who goes into hiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is done.
Everything went smoothly. Meneer Dussel was at the appointed place at the appointed time. He had to wear Jan's coat over his office jacket so no one would see his yellow star. He was amazed to be brought to the center of Amsterdam rather than into the country, where many hiding places are. And of course, he had no idea that we were right upstairs waiting for him.
Meneer Frank, Otto Frank, I heard you were in Switzerland, and a patient told me you had escaped to Basel or Belgium or someplace.
That's what everyone thinks. The Nazis included, we hope.
We tricked them.
I'm so glad you've come, Meneer Dussel. Truly.
How can I thank you?
Not us. Me, the Meneer Crawler.
Without them, we didn't live.
Please, sit down.
That is all out a little toast. Meneer Dussel.
God, no. We were going to save it in case of illness, but
What better use is there?
Sure to give to everyone.
No, why not?
To Meneer Dussel, we're glad to have you with us.
Prost.
Prost! God, that's good. Too bad there's so little of it.
I believe we know someone in common, Meneer Dussel. Ah, Dr. Kienzler. We were friends back in the old days in Frankfurt. What's happened?
Dr. Kienzler was taken a month ago. Beethoven's shot. It took the whole block.
Meneer Dussel, what's happening outside?
All over Amsterdam, Jews are disappearing. Born out of bed in the middle of the night. Children come home from school. Parents, gone. Women come back from shopping. Whole families vanished. It's impossible to escape unless you go into hiding. Now they're being taken every day. Deported. Professor Hollenstein.
Oh, God, no.
You have 5 minutes to get ready. Take only what you can carry in a rucksack. From there, hurry to Jewish theater camps. From there, Westerbork, the transit camp. And every Tuesday, light clockwork, a train leaves for...
Meneer Dussel, do you know the Ghostlers? Their daughter Nellie and I, we've been friends since we were 4. They didn't come for them, did they? Not Nellie, it can't be!
There's a family by the
No!
I'm sure Meneer Dussel needs to rest before supper. I'm sorry we can't offer you your own room. I trust you don't mind sharing with our daughter.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
No, you gotta tell us. We had to know.
Anne, why don't you show Meneer Dussel to his room?
Oh, and me. Thank you.
All those things he said, they were so terrible, so different from what Meneer Crowler's been telling us.
I like it better the way Crowler tells it.
Well, here we are.
It's not that big, is it?
I've never shared a room with a man before. I hope I'll be a suitable companion. I know you'll miss the women you lived with terribly.
Schultz and I have never been apart. It all happened so quickly, I couldn't tell her where I was going. I didn't know myself.
You weren't supposed to. None of our friends knew. It would have been too dangerous. For them and for Charlotte.
You're a very bright young lady. I hope you'll bear with me.
I hope you'll bear with me. I seem to irritate everyone around here. What's she like, your Charlotte?
Beautiful, charming. You would have liked her. She wasn't Jewish, you know.
Oh, I know. Meep told us. That's my bed, and that's Marho's, where you'll sleep. I know it's small and dark in here, but if you peek through the blackout curtain, you'll see the most beautiful chestnut tree in the world. I can't wait till it's in bloom. Though I hope the war will be over by then and we'll all be home. I was wondering, about the room. Margot always had it in the afternoons and I had it in the mornings. Would that be all right with you?
Actually, I'm not my best in the morning.
Oh, well, then you take the mornings and I'll take the afternoons. Did you bring your dental equipment? I can't wait to see it. I love those little mirrors. Will you fill all of our cavities?
It's not easy being a dentist. Children don't understand that.
What do you mean?
No one likes going to the dentist. Everyone makes fun of us, but believe me, it is no fun for us. Everyone hates us.
That's awful.
Tell me something. Now, when you're in here, where do I go? Out there with those people?
Mm-hmm. And Mushy.
Mushy? Who's Mushy?
Baker's cat.
A cat? No one mentioned to me a cat. He has a here?
Oh, you'll love Mushy. He's the sweetest cat in the world.
No, I hate cats. They're terrifying and they give me asthma.
Well, he keeps them in his room most of the time.
Let's hope so. Now, Mayor Crowler spoke of a schedule.
It's mostly about when we have to be quiet and when we can use the WC. You can use it now if you...
No, thank you.
You have no idea how important the WC can be when you're in hiding, especially when you're scared.
I understand. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to lay down before supper. Helps with the digestion.
You rest when I do so. I'll try to make you feel at home.
This is Colin Reese-Parker with the BBC Radio Europe. Yesterday, German forces entered unoccupied France. Acting quickly to counter sweeping Allied gains, Hitler sent armored columns to Vichy, France. The Vichy regime came to an end, and with it, the final pretense that part of France was a free zone.
I couldn't sleep tonight, even after Father tucked me in. I felt wicked sleeping in a warm bed when my friends are at the hands of the cruelest monsters ever to walk the earth. And all because they're Jews. We assume most of them have been murdered. The BBC says they're being gassed. Perhaps that's the quickest way to die. No matter what I'm doing, I can't stop thinking about those who are gone. All we can do is wait for the war to end. The whole world is waiting, and many are waiting for death.
Westerbork tomorrow for labor service in the East. No exemptions.
For God's sakes, be quiet!
I won't get on that train!
Shh! You're gonna get us all killed.
Anne! You're here. Safe. It was a dream, my darling. It was a dream.
They're getting worse, Frau Frank. I don't sleep anymore. I spend half of my night shushing her.
Oh, no.
Every night, Frau Frank. Every night. She's putting us all in danger.
Please, no, do so. Can go back to bed? She'll be alright in a minute.
What is going on?
Another nightmare.
Sounds like someone was murdering her.
Do you need me to get some water? That was a bad dream, wasn't it? Do you want to tell me about it? Sometimes it helps.
No, thank you, Mother.
Alright, I go back to bed. Sit right beside you, so.
I'd rather you didn't.
See. Good night, then.
Would you ask Father to come in? Please?
Ed.
Want you, Otto. She's still trembling. It's alright.
It's just a phase, Mama.
You weren't like this.
I'm more like you. It doesn't mean that she doesn't love you.
Oh, Pim, I dreamt that they broke through the bookcase and took us all away. The train whistle, Pim. The train going to the east. Did I yell terribly loud? Do you think anyone heard outside? I know what you're thinking, but I can't help the way I feel. I just don't love her.
Anne!
We don't get along. We never have. And now I hate being cooped up with her. I don't get along with anyone here. My nightmares, Pim. Everyone hates me for having them. I can't stop them from coming.
We're all having nightmares, Anne. Only you let them out. Your mother's having them too. Terrible nightmares. She's having a very hard time with it.
I know, Pim. I'm trying to change. I have another side, a better, finer side. But it's as if I'm split in half. What's good and what's bad? I don't know. I want to be a better person, but not if it means shutting myself off, hiding how I feel.
I understand. We've always understood each other, you and I. Besides, taught me something when we first came here.
Me?
Remember when we first arrived? Your mother and Margot were numb, couldn't speak, couldn't move. Me, I was a wreck with worry, but you skipped around the room calling it an adventure. And now, when I read my Dickens, it takes me to another world. A world that I feel safe. Besides, you have something. A diary. You're lucky.
Lucky?
Put all your thoughts, all of your feelings down on paper. It's all right, honey. More bombs gonna drop the sooner the war will end.
Sim shalom tova ufracha chem v'chesed v'rachamim olenu v'al kol Yisrael amecha.
Tonight, after the radio broadcast, Pim asked what the first thing he wanted to do was when we were liberated. I'd be so thrilled I wouldn't know where to begin. I longed to go to school with my friends, ride a bike, whistle, laugh so hard it hurts. I wonder if anyone will ever not think about whether I'm Jewish. Just a young girl in need of some good, plain fun. Mademoiselle,
I want to go dancing. Learn the way to step and fly all over the room in a new pair of dance shoes.
I want to go to the movies. A Western maybe, if they ever let us out of here.
I'm longing for a real cup of coffee, but with sugar and cream? No, a whole pot full.
Bath. A hot, warm bath. Sitting there luxuriating for hours. Then Pooty comes in and rubs soap on my back.
and Booty said,
Cream cakes. First thing out of here, I'm going to Bear Falls for cream cakes.
Charlotte, just to look at her, listen to her for hours.
I want to pack a picnic lunch and take my family to the beach, be on the seashore with them for the whole day.
Oh, what a beautiful menorah in your long on.
That was very moving.
it's not over yet. There's still the song, Presents.
Not this year.
And no latkes either.
Don't remind me.
I make the best latkes you've ever tasted.
Please, I can't bear it.
Invite us all next year.
That's a big bag. What's in there, darling?
Presents. From Bible.
I can get open.
Come on, open it.
You know how to rap.
Read it out loud.
You never lose your temper. You never will, I fear. You're just so good. But if you should, put all your crosswords here. A new crossword puzzle book.
Well, it's not new. It's yours. But I rubbed it all out. And if you wait a little while and forget, you can do it all over again.
Oh, honey, I love it. Thank you.
For Mevrouw Wanda.
Oh, it's so beautiful. What's in it?
Shampoo. I made it out of bits of soap and my leftover toilet water.
It's perfect. Thank you, Anne.
This was all Anne's idea.
Really?
For Minerva. Now this is something you want more than anything in the world.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. What could it be? A cigarette.
Pip found some old pipe tobacco in the pocket lining of his coat. And we made it. Well, Pim did. But it's real tobacco, I promise.
We'll see. Thank you, Anna. I mean it, truly.
For Mother.
Here's an IOU. I promise to pay. And hours of doing whatever you say.
Wow, I would love to have that little slip of paper. You would consider selling it, would you, Mufra?
No, it's the best gift I've ever had.
For Pim.
I wasn't supposed to get anything.
Just open it.
Oh,
I made it out of bits of wool, and I knitted it in the dark after I got into bed.
And after keeping me up half the night. Just kidding.
I'm afraid it looks better in the dark.
it looks wonderful to me. Thank you, Anne.
For Mushi.
Oh, Anne, the ribbons from your ballet slippers.
On behalf of Mushi, thank you.
And from Miss Quack Quack. Go ahead, open it.
Are you sure nothing's gonna jump out and bite me?
What is it?
A razor. Meep got me one and you really do need it now.
What for?
Well, he's got a little something growing on his upper lip there.
There is? Well, put a little milk on it and the cat lick it up.
Think you're funny, do you? Well, I like it enough.
Last but not least, my roommate, Minerva.
Got something for me?
She wouldn't forget anyone.
Capsules. 2 capsules. Not poison, I hope.
Earplugs. So you won't have to hear me thrashing around at night. Go ahead, try them out. Are you ready?
What?
Are you ready?
Good God, they've got inside my hat! Help! Help! Just joking. Thank you, Anna. I love you.
One more present.
I don't know how she did it.
I love my present. Thank you.
Isn't it darling up there?
One more thing. Just one.
My holy pipple. Oh. Sorry.
One more present. For your mother. For tonight.
What is it?
The music box. Oh no, how would you?
I was hoping we wouldn't be here till Hanukkah, but I saved it just in case.
This goes back all the way to my great-grandmother. Your father's an angel for saving it.
And why didn't you save anything of mine?
I saved you, didn't I?
Listen,
Oh, I love this song.
Look, Mushi loves his present.
Peter, get that cat away from me, he'll give me asthma.
What's the matter with you? Get that cat out of here.
Cat? What cat?
Doesn't matter. Its clothes are enough.
Don't worry. We're getting rid of it.
Finally someone listens to me.
Oh, I'm not doing it for you, Dussel. I am just sick of those damn fleas.
Mevrouw, you can't do that.
That's Pedro's cat. He loves that cat.
If he goes, I go.
So go. Go.
You're not going. The cat's not going. Go put the blanket away. Minerva, sit down. It's Hanukkah, a day for celebration. Girls, sing the song.
Do you hear anything? No. I think they've gone.
Gestapo.
If it were the Gestapo, they'd be up here right now.
Maybe it was a thief?
Can't you just sit here and do something?
There's nothing to do.
I'm going down.
No, Papa, you can't. What if they kill you? No. Maybe we can buy him off. Where's our money? Cody.
Keep still.
And sit here and wait till he drags out. Do something.
No, you keep still.
Someone get Papa.
Quiet. I'll go. Sit down.
Please go.
Quiet, everyone.
It was a thief.
How do you know?
They took the cash box and ran off so fast they left the front door wide open. The danger's past. We're safe.
Maybe, but now we're in even greater danger.
Mr. Dussel, please.
Well, now someone knows we're up here.
And why are you looking at him? It was an accident. It could happen to any one of us.
You really think a thief is going to go to the Gestapo and say, I was robbing a place the other night and I heard a noise above my head? You really think a thief is going to say that?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're crazy.
I think that one day he'll get caught and make a bargain with the police. Maybe they'll let him off, and he'll tell them he knows where some Jews are hiding. Maybe they'll even reward him 7.5 guilders a Jew.
We can't stay here anymore. Please, Papa, let's just go.
Go?
Go.
Into the streets?
Enough! No one's going anywhere. We can't panic. We panic, we've lost. Hanukkah. Go reside here for 6 months. We're going on. Girls, the song, please.
I see the 8 of us in the annex as if we were a patch of blue sky, threatened by menacing black clouds. We're surrounded by darkness and danger, and in our desperate search for a way out, we keep bumping into each other. We look at the fighting below and the peace and beauty above, but we're cut off by the dark mass of clouds and can go neither up nor down. It looms before us, an impenetrable wall. I can only cry out and implore, open wide, let us out! January 1st, 1944. Another new year has begun, and we're in the middle of the great terror known as winter. We've been here 1 year, 5 months, and 25 days. We're all thinner, paler, and a lot hungrier. We've been plagued with medical problems. And although we can never call a doctor, our favorite dentist is never too far away.
Ow! If you could just hold on a little longer, Frau Vandaan, I'm almost done.
How can I? You're killing me!
Well, if you'd stop complaining, I could be done sooner.
All right. Okay, I'll try. Ah! Ow!
Stop moving, you've got my instrument stuck in your tooth.
That's my fault, get it out!
You're making it go even further.
There, see? I got it out.
I'm lucky. I've been healthy. In fact, I've been growing. Growing so much I can't fit in my own shoes anymore. And there's something else too. Peter, the way he looks at me with those eyes.
Beep.
Happy New Year, Meat.
Happy New Year!
You really should have stayed yourself. But we love that you've come.
Oh, Meat, you smell like the wind.
Nat, how are you?
I was wondering if you could take this letter for Charlotte for me for the new year.
Of course.
Me can.
Marvel, feeling any better?
A little.
Well, maybe this will make you feel better yet.
Woody, look, the cake. The cake.
Is it your special spice cake?
Spice cake, exactly your favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Ice cake, what a treat. You must have used all your rations for the week.
You'll have to give us a recipe sometime.
Oh, of course. It's my mother's recipe.
Oh, look, she even wrote peace in 1944 on the top.
Last year it was peace in 1943.
Well, it has to come sometime, doesn't it?
Let's pray about it.
Oh, there's the knife already on the plate. Now, how many of us are there?
None for me, thank you.
Well, that leaves 7.
8. 8, the same number as it always is.
Well, I took it for granted Marco wouldn't have any.
Why not?
I don't think a piece of cake would harm her.
I don't want her to start coughing again. 8, right, 8.
And I think Mefrau Frank should cut the cake.
Why? Don't I always give everyone exactly the same?
Yes. Everyone always gets exactly the same, except Meneer Van Daan always gets a little bit more.
Now wait just a minute.
You see how a little spice cake goes to our heads, me?
Here. Frau Frank, you cut.
It looks delicious.
Oh, neat. Smell. Are you sure you won't have a piece?
Oh, no thank you, I have to leave in a minute.
My. You really do need to give us this recipe.
I will, trust me.
To both things.
Oh, of course.
Of course I meant that.
Sure.
How'd you even manage to sneak it up here?
Oh, don't worry. I told Meneer Crowler to make sure the workmen were busy while I sneaked it up here.
Is that everyone? Neat, are you sure you don't have a piece?
Oh, trust me, I have to go, and I don't want to be too full on cake.
Meat. You can. Jan is lucky to get a woman who can bake like this.
Jan, tell us about Jan.
Jan's taking me to a party tonight.
A party? Oh, me. Remember everything so you can tell us tomorrow.
Everyone you dance with?
Jan. Only Jan. It seems that I've forgotten something for someone.
Me?
What is it? Come on. I can't stand this mess.
Neat, where did you find these?
Oh, wow.
You can't even get a slipper on the black market these days.
And they even match. Incredible.
Those would be expensive.
Now you want to be careful when you stand up, okay?
I've never had a pair of heels before.
They're hard to walk in.
Yes, they are. Trust me. I hope you love them.
I'm sure she will.
I picked up the red color because I thought that you would love them.
Okay, be careful.
My, all grown up and ready for Hollywood.
Enjoy them, Anu. And don't worry, I'll give you a full report tomorrow.
Meat, there's something I'd like you to do for me.
What is it?
What? What is it?
You know what I'm talking about.
He wants to sell her for a coat.
No. I've had this coat for 17 years. My father gave me this coat. You have no right. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Let go. Let go.
You have to give it up.
Let go of it, please.
You can't hold on to a fur coat when other people are in such desperate need of warm clothing. Besides, we've been running out of money for months. I have to sell it.
With Ralph Frank?
Oh, me. I remember when New Year was something to look forward to.
With Ralph Frank, you must try and take things a little easier.
There is no hope. I know that. I knew it the night Hitler came to power. And that voice came screaming over the radio. Sat there paralyzed. Now in London, what's the Dutch Queen doing? What are they all doing? They're not even mentioning the word Jew. The trains are still leaving. Why don't they bomb the tracks? Can't talk about any of the others' meat.
I understand, Mevrouw Frank.
I know they're making plans, counting the days the war is over. I have to admit, I fear the end will never come. Sometimes I want to give myself up.
Forgive me, Mevrouw Frank, but you must try and take things a little easier.
I'm ashamed to feel this way. I know you and their Crowler have it just as hard.
No, Mevrouw Frank, we don't.
Thank you. Listen to me.
Non, ce n'est pas ce que tu penses.
Holmes, meneer Dussel. Holmes, from Holmes, to think.
You're going too fast.
C'est que vous ne faites beaucoup.
What?
Okay. C'est que vous ne faites pas.
Pa, another one.
Oui, je sais. Bon, continuons. La page suivante, s'il vous plaît.
I just don't understand! I would never do anything like that to you!
The coat was 17 years old, for God's sake. Those kids had definitely seen their day.
That's not the point, and you know it!
I know we need the money. We have no money. Can you get that through your head?
Don't talk to her like that.
You never understood anything!
Oh my God.
That coat was the last thing! A whole world gone!
Well, you still got us, haven't you?
You took the last memory of my father away!
Do we have to hear about your father again? You haven't been so attached to your coat, your father, the apartment with all of our damn possessions, we'd be in America by now.
It's not her fault.
It was you too, you know, you didn't want
I only
to!
did because of you. Believe me, I knew which way the wind was blowing.
Oh, sure, because you know everything.
Mother, please stop.
Your mother will never listen.
If I could just say one thing.
No, you cannot! You say too much already! It's not your damn business anyway!
You shouldn't have said that, Mother.
What?
You hurt her feelings.
Oh, I apologize, okay? I apologize to everyone!
Here, you left this.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for what happened back there. I wish I could have said something, but they make me feel so... I can't stand it when they... God, I wish I didn't belong to them at all. I just hope I never turn out like him.
You won't. I know it.
Like him? What if I'm like him?
You're not. Believe me.
All I can say is, if it wasn't for you, well, you keep me cheerful.
I do?
When you're cheerful, well, it keeps me from being depressed.
I'm not always so cheerful, you know. Inside.
Really?
It's hard. If you want to cry or something, there's nowhere to go.
I know what you mean. When my parents get into an argument, I just duck into my room.
You're lucky you have a room of your own.
Well, you're lucky you can talk to your parents.
Not really. I can't talk about anything serious with Mother. And I can talk about everything with Father. Except Mother. But I don't think you can really be intimate with someone if you hold something back. Do you?
I think your father's terrific.
He likes you too.
You think so?
I can tell from the little things he says. It's funny, isn't it?
What?
Well, we've been here over a year, and this is the first time we've really talked.
I know what you mean.
You want to know something, Victor?
What?
I've never really had a friend, someone I could truly confide in.
Me neither. Smile for me.
Why?
You have dimples when you smile.
Dimples, the only mark of beauty I possess.
That's not true. You're pretty.
Me?
Yes. You.
The sun is shining, the sky is a deep blue, there's a magnificent breeze, and I'm longing, so longing for everything. I long for every boy, and to paint there I wish to shout, say something, don't just smile at me all the time. I feel spring within me, and I'm utterly confused. I don't know what to read, to write, to do. I only know I am longing.
What is it tonight? Don't ask. I have to be prepared.
Can't eat this again. Pickles, kale, and rotten potatoes. The same thing for weeks now.
Something wrong, Mynheer Dissel. You tried cooking for a change instead of insulting my wife.
I think you prepared the kale very well, Mevrouw van Zon.
Mynheer Frank, always the soul of politeness.
Every night, another miracle.
Careful, Mynheer Dissel. You don't want to clog the pipes like last week.
Please. Marho, you're not eating. Eat. You have to eat.
I'm not hungry.
She doesn't want it. Hater will eat it.
I can't. She eats like a bird. Every single day a smaller bird. Marho, I'm doing the best that I can.
Mr. Armandon, I'm trying.
Anna's eating. Haker's eating.
Anna, how do you do it?
I just don't look at it, pretend it's delicious, and before I know it, it's gone.
Very wise, Anneke.
I eat because I'm hungry.
Come, Margot, you've got to force yourself. You're much too thin.
She's not the only one. We're all famished.
When will this war ever be over? Be over a lot sooner if the damn British would get moving.
Please, not tonight.
The British are fighting for their lives.
They'll do something when the time is right.
We're all dead and buried. It's amazing how strong those Germans are.
Oh, those Germans are so strong, they're gonna win the war. Is that what you're saying?
They might. They very well might. If the British don't get moving.
They're moving, for crying out loud. 3,000 tons of bombs dropped on Hamburg last Sunday. Isn't that enough for you?
No.
How many damn bombs do you need?
Enough so we don't have to worry about going to Poland. Hurry up, Mynheer Dusel. Oh my God, they're just
Mynheer Dusel! The line is forming. Again.
Think I like spending my life in there?
Mynheer Crowther.
I'm trying to come out of the shower, but something happened.
What's happened?
I must ask you to be more careful, more quiet.
Why?
A man in the storeroom. Yesterday, he asked me what I heard from Mynheer Crowther. I said I heard that you were in Switzerland. Then he said he heard that too, but thought I might know something more. Then today, signing some invoices, when I looked up, I saw him staring at the bookcase.
My God.
He said he thought he remembered a door there, and he said he wanted more money, 10 more guilders a month.
Blackmail.
It's just the beginning.
10 guilders a month, very modest blackmail. What did you tell him?
I said I had to think about it. Should I pay him the money? Should I fire him? Or...
For God's sakes, pay him the money.
Offer him half. We'll see if it's really blackmail or not.
Maybe he knows nothing. But it gets more dangerous out there every single day. You have to be quiet. No one can be trusted. Quiet!
Thank you, Mynheer.
We'll hope for the best.
Thank you.
Mother, please, I can't bear it. Seeing you this way.
Oh, I still on the cake. I'll be right in a minute.
I'd rather stay here with you.
And now, from London, a message from the Dutch Minister of Education, Mr. Gerrit Bolkestein.
History cannot be written on the basis of official documents alone. If our descendants are to understand what we as a people have endured during these years, we need simple, everyday objects. A diary, letters from forced labor in Germany.
I can't believe it. Did he really just say, a diary? I'll start revising it tomorrow. Maybe one day I can even publish a novel. The Secret Annex, based on my diary. Unless you write yourself, you can't know how wonderful it feels. When I write, I shake off all my cares. But I want to achieve more than that. I want to be useful and bring enjoyment to all people. I want to go on living even after my death.
Now.
She's getting ready. I'm sure you can wait a couple more minutes.
I have to wait a couple minutes.
I will go check on her. That'll make you happy.
Thank you, it will. You're welcome.
Mynheer Dussel's getting awfully impatient out there.
Let him. I'm always waiting on him.
Are you going up to the attic again? You've already been up there twice today.
Well, I only went to get potatoes for supper and once to practice French together.
Well, you know Miss Van. She's got a comment for every little thing.
She can't help herself. It's in her nature. I don't think it's Mevrouw Van Dawn that's upsetting you.
I'm not upset.
You're not jealous of Peter and me?
I would imagine you would be, but I'm not.
Aren't you, Margot? Tell me the truth.
Well, who wouldn't want someone to visit every night, have deep, serious conversations with, and whatever else you two do up there? Yes, I'm jealous, but not of you and Peter. I'm happy you have what you have, truly.
Oh, Margot, you're such a generous person. Anyways, there's nothing to be jealous of. We don't do anything. You've never even kissed me.
The kiss will come.
I'm not sure I want it to.
Yes, you do. You know you do. It's in your nature. Wait, let me fix your hair. There. Now you're ready.
I assume I may finally enter my room.
Our room, Mynheer Dussel, and yes, you may return.
Anne, again? Again? And look at her.
It's cool, Anne. You better bundle up.
In my days, it was boys who called on the girls.
Young people like to feel like they have secrets. The attic's the only place they can talk.
Talk? That's not what they called it in my day.
I think a little romance may be developing in our little annex.
If we're here much longer, we might even have a little annex rented. Exactly! I can't stand this stupid chatter for another minute!
Anne, don't forget to be down by 9.
They're so fashioned. I guess they don't realize how much more advanced we are.
I like the shoes.
Really?
I've always liked them.
Meep always does everything just right.
She likes you a lot.
I love her. But I hate for having to ask for absolutely everything. Doesn't it make you miserable to be so dependent on people?
I'm not miserable. I mean, even bumping into you on the stairs, sometimes I feel...
I feel the same.
You know something? I used to think you were a real pain in the neck.
My life before seemed so unreal. Nothing to do with who I am now. I see myself then as an utterly superficial girl. I wouldn't go back to her for the world.
You sure know a lot about yourself. It must come from all that writing you do.
If I didn't write what I think, what I feel, I'd suffocate. I want to be a real writer one day. I'm my harshest critic. But who knows if I truly have talent or not. What do you want to do?
I don't know, something that doesn't take much brains. I'm a complete idiot.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Well, but don't you miss the outside?
I didn't have much going on for me on the outside.
Oh, but I miss so many things. Sometimes I dream I'm back in our old apartment and I wake up and wonder, why can't I run outside? Oh, you can see the moon from here, just like you said. How beautiful. Look at our attic, the moonlight coming in.
Are you cold?
No, well, maybe just a little.
Here.
Peter, have you ever kissed a girl?
I guess so.
You have?
It wasn't a big deal or anything.
Tell me.
It was on my birthday. I was blindfolded.
There's nothing wrong with being kissed or anything, though I'm sure Mother would never kiss a boy unless she were engaged to him. And I know Mother never touched a man before she met him. My girlfriends would say, "Oh, Anne, how shocking." But who cares what they say anyway? Everything's different now. Here.
You called it our attic before. Do you really think it's ours?
I do.
You'll come tomorrow night?
If you want me to,
I do.
I will then.
It's 9:05.
All Jews must be out of German-occupied countries before July 1st. The province of Utrecht will be cleansed between April 1st and May 1st. The provinces of North and South Holland, including Amsterdam, immediately thereafter. A faster pace of Jews will begin, transporting them by train not once but twice a week, transporting 12,000 Jews a month. This is dirty work, but remains a mission of great historical purpose. When not a single Jew remains in the Netherlands, people will once again walk freely in the streets.
Otto, listen, a rat!
Edith, please. Back to sleep.
My God! The bread! He's stealing the bread!
No, quiet. Herman, for God's sake!
What is it? What happened?
Your husband's stealing our bread!
That can't be. What are you doing?
Never before, never before.
I don't believe him. If he steals once, he'll steal again. Every day, I watch the children growing thinner. He comes in the middle of the night, steals food to go dim.
Oh my God.
Edith, please!
Mama, it's only one piece of bread.
Here.
I want him to go.
Go? Go where?
Anywhere.
You can't mean what you're saying.
It would be impossible for her.
Edith, you know how you've been these past...
That's nothing to do with it.
It was a mistake. It could happen to any one of us. And it won't happen again.
Never, I promise.
No, I can't take it with him here.
You'd kick us out into the streets?
There are other hiding places. Meep will find you a place. Don't worry about the money. I will find you the money.
For God's sake, Edith, I've never seen you like this.
You can't throw Peter out. He hasn't done anything.
Peter can stay.
I wouldn't feel right without my parents.
Please, Mother, they'll be killed on the streets.
On days night, you can't just throw them out.
They can stay until we find some place. We're switching rooms. I don't want him near the food.
All right, let's divide things up right now.
We're not going to divide up some rotten potatoes.
Meneer Mevrouw Frank.
Just stop, please. Stop. I can't bear it, please. Stop.
All that's happening.
Stop.
Enough!
Well done.
Meneer Dussel, Marho, everyone back to your rooms.
Well done.
Meneer Dussel, I think
Baker.
the potatoes can wait.
So,
Just let them wait. Meep, at this hour?
Everyone, the most incredible, most wonderful news.
What is it?
The invasion has begun. Did you hear me? The invasion, it's happening. You can feel it in the streets, the excitement. I ran to tell you before the workmen got here. This is it. They've landed on the coast of Normandy.
The British?
British, Americans, everyone. More than 4,000 ships. Look, I brought a map.
For over a year, I've prayed for this moment.
Cherbourg, the first city. They're fighting for it now.
how long will it take for them to get here, to get from Normandy to the Netherlands?
Edith, what did I tell you?
Cherbourg, Gand, Bonnevik, Berry, Amsterdam.
Hoodie,
Aaron, don't you hear? We're going to be free. Soon?
the radio in there, Dusel. Yeah, turn it on, turn it on. Is it working?
People of Western Europe, a landing was made on the coast of France this morning by troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Listen, that's General Eisenhower.
I have this message for all of you. Although the initial assault may not have been made in your own country, the hour of your liberation is approaching.
Can you believe it? Oh, Mama, we could be going home.
I can't even remember what home looks like anymore. You've been gone for so long.
Oh, I can. To walk along the canal again, Marho. To everything.
I can't even let myself imagine it. To finally have a real meal. It doesn't even seem possible. Will anything look the same? Taste the same? Will anything even be the same? How can we go back? Really? You know what I've decided? To be a nurse. For newborns. Go far, far away from here.
How far?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Palestine. And hey, you might be going back to school in October, September even. Could that be something on again? What do you know what I was just thinking? Like, you're not going to believe this, but I was thinking about the first day that we met. When you were buzzing around with the rest of the boys in Bremerhaven. I picked you out immediately, you know. You're the one who can make me laugh and laugh. And then that evening, you took me out onto that ferry, and you made me laugh even more, and then you started to kiss me. And kiss me, and kiss me, and the kisses were even better than the laughter. And the ferry went off, of course, and the ferryman kept staring at us, and when the ferry landed, and you had such an appetite. You had that small restaurant open its doors, and the waiter kept saying, "What an appetite! That man can really eat." We'll go back on that ferry one day. I promise. And soon I'll cook all of your favorite meals. Sauerbraten with red cabbage. We'll even go back to Breakhouse for your favorite lattes and make your cherished applesauce. But in the meantime, Pretty, if you're hungry, just hold on to me, Pretty, please hold on to me.
Just as I was falling asleep, my friend Amelie appeared. Her face thin and worn. I could read the message in her eyes as if to say, "Oh, Anne, save me, rescue me. Why have you deserted me? Why have I been chosen to live and you to die? Oh, Amelie, if you're still alive, I'll take you in, share everything I have with you. You're a reminder of what our fate might have been. What would we do if we're... No, I can't think like that. But the question won't go away. It looms before us in total, absolute horror."
Avanti march, arranghi ben serrati, le SS avanzano nel sol, i camerati che l'amore te ha già baciato, son sempre qui e mareggiano con noi.
And so we come to the end of this broadcast from BBC Radio Europe. Till tomorrow, listeners, as we all know, no matter how hard the times or how heavy the separation, we're once more a day closer to liberation.
strawberries. Love about one more.
I can't understand you, your mouth's full.
I wouldn't talk. You've been eating them since we came up.
Oh, look at you, you're all red.
Look at you, they're all over your shirt.
You're better than those string beans we have.
Green, green, green. I thought they would never end.
Every string I pulled made me sure I never want to be just a housewife.
And you never will be.
I forgot how wonderful these are.
Of course you forgot. You haven't seen a berry in 2 years.
Careful, don't eat too many, Hoodie. You know how sick you were last night from that kale soup.
I wouldn't worry about him. I would, but those three up there, there won't be enough for jam.
No, Goosel, you're such a worrier. Let the children have their fun. God, these are good.
You want to know something? Every night I think, they're coming, our liberators.
When we get out of here, I bet you'll both forget about me.
Peter, most of our friends are gone.
But we won't forget you.
Ever.
When I get out of here, I'll make sure no one knows I'm Jewish.
What?
I don't know, maybe I'll turn Christian.
You mean you'd be baptized?
Maybe.
I could never turn away from who I am. I just couldn't. Don't you know? You'll always be Jewish in your soul.
I've never seen anything keep you from talking before.
It's a wonder I haven't abandoned all my ideals. They seem so absurd and impractical. Yet I cling to them because I still believe, in spite of everything, people are truly good at heart.
Ross! Oh my god! Ross!
Lost! Lost! Mushi!
No, leave it, kid.
What happened?
You can take care of it.
It's utterly impossible to build my life on a foundation of fear. I see the world transformed into a wilderness. I hear the approaching thunder, which will destroy us too. I feel the suffering of millions.
Towers where our jailers stand guard. Walls covered with thousands of flies. The 8 of us crammed into Barrack 67, betrayed. We never knew by whom. Our last month together. Our last month. Anne and Peter walking hand in hand between the barracks and barbed wire. Edith worrying about the children, washing underclothing in murky water, numb. Margot silent, staring at nothing. Our last days on Dutch soil. Late August, Paris free. Brussels, Antwerp, but for us, it is too late. Tuesday, September 3rd, 1944. 1,000 of us herded into cattle cars, the last transport to leave Westerbork for the extermination camps. The train. 3 days, 3 nights. In the middle of the 3rd night, Auschwitz. Separation. Men from women. Edith, Margot, Anne. My family, never again. Selection. Half our transport killed in the gas chambers. One day, Peter and I see a group of men march away, his father among them, gassed. Peter on the death march to Mauthausen, dead 3 days before the British arrived. His mother, Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen, Buchenwald, Eisenstadt. Date of death, unknown. Meneer Dussel dies in Nuremberg. January 27th, 1945. I am freed from Auschwitz. I know nothing of Edith and the children. And then I learned. Edith died in Birkenau of grief, hunger, and exhaustion. In the winter of 45, typhus breaks out in Bergen-Belsen, killing thousands of prisoners, among them Margot. Anne's friend Haneli sees Anne through the barbed wire, naked, her head shaved, covered with lice. I don't have anyone anymore, she weeps. A few days later, she dies. My daughter's body dumped in mass grave just days before the camp is liberated. All that is left.